Can I do an introduction? I feel comfortable. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you feel comfortable? You're up.
Yeah.
We're rolling.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, welcome to another episode of Behind the R. I'm Avery Williams. I'm here with Pat Levels, and you already know Money Hunter. We're going to share with y'all a little bit of defensive stories, have a little conversation, just vibe out. First, I want to get into, man, mentality. Y'all two are the toughest and loudest people I've ever played with in my life, and I had such a great time playing with y'all, you feel me? Just tell me about y'all mentality going into the game or just attacking the day.
I mean, for real, it's really just about going out there and beating that man in front of you, you know what I'm saying, dominating your position, wanting to be the best on the field and making the most of the impact, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's really it, you feel me? Letting everybody know, who I am, who foe is out there on that field. So that's it, but my mentality.
I got you. How do you feel when people feel threatened by you and they don't want to attack your side and you still got to contribute?
I mean, I already know how it is. I mean, you got the respect factor of everything up in there. Like, some people don't come that way, and that's boring sometimes. Excuse my language, but I mean, it just be boring sometimes. You feel me? Like, you don't get to make as much of an impact on the game as you want to. But, when them plays come, you got to make them. Like last game, I felt like I left plays on the field.
I got you.
Like at least 4 of them. You feel me? Like, I let Gino get outside of me a couple times on his catches. Shouldn't have let him get that catch when it was in critical down the field.
I got you.
On that last drive. I should have had knocked that ball out, but it is what it is. Feel me? I know this game, I'm finna lock his ass up, though.
Yes, man.
For real.
How about you, Pat? What's your mentality going into the game?
Going into the game, it's more or less just knowing my opponent. Because every week is different. So I don't go into a game thinking that necessarily I got to be the hammer when I got to shifty back.
I got you.
Or, when I know I got somebody who run straight downhill, make sure that I go in there with nothing but physicality. It's like I know what type of game I'm getting myself into. And then for me, I mean, I talk a lot, but it comes from the preparation. A lot of times guys are out there just jawing or jacking, but it's like I actually feel the way that I speak.
Yeah,
like, in this moment, you're not better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just because of the work that I put in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times guys go home in the off season and do nothing, and get complacent with where they're at, And for me, like, this year was all about getting to the playoffs, and then for my personal stuff, I wanted to get back on the radar for being the best Sam in the league, because last year, the year before that, we had an off year, so it's kind of been a little minute since 2019 for me. So for me, it was getting back in there and every week imposing my will. And things have happened this year where, I've been down a couple times, and that just motivated me even more, looking like I told you, like, you done caught back up with guys that had 2-3 games on top of you, so that just shows, that we're all flying around. And it's just the thought process for me is always to be the more physical guy. I was always taught physicality travels. You know what I'm saying? When you go on the road, if you don't got nothing, you can be physical, And, you heard Marshawn Lynch say it time and time again, some guys just don't want that over and over and over and over and over. And, I embrace that. It's never, the game's never over to me, and it's a personal game in me that won't allow me to quit regardless of the score. So, I mean, like you said, it's the war mentality that, hey, even if all the soldiers are down and I'm the last one, I'm gonna die a righteous death and not go out like a coward. So, my mentality is always just to, like Money said, dominate the man in front of me, regardless of if he's 6'3" or if he's 5'9", runs a 4.3. It's all about dominating him and figuring out a way to dominate the person in front of me and not just say, oh, I'm gonna be physical. Like, you gotta know when to be physical. Like with Jake, don't want to be physical necessarily throughout the route, but if I can get down and press him, I know, hey, I want to bump him really good because it's going to knock him out of his game. Not necessarily that play, but for his game. Just like Gino. If you stop him from getting a couple catches, everything tapers down. So it's knowing the opponent for me and just being prepared.
Yeah, with me, my mentality going to the game, man. I don't know about y'all, and a lot of people say they don't be, but I'm nervous as I don't know what. I'm nervous in the locker room. I'm nervous on the bus. As soon as I get on the field, the only thing that take my nerves away is really seeing y'all. Like when I see people I got next to me that can ball, and people that I know if I make a mistake, they're gonna make the play after me. All that go away, and then my real mentality come when that dog come out, because I know I gotta
You
do.
got something like that?
Yeah, I know I pretty much gotta do everything. I gotta be in the box. I gotta freaking be on the line, going against offensive linemen, a running back, and the receivers. You feel me? I'm doing all three aspects of the game. So my mentality changed when I see y'all boys out there, and I just see y'all ready to go. I see y'all flying around and smacking, cause it's rare. Y'all don't get it. Y'all and a lot of the DBs, y'all rare, cause y'all like to come down and hit. People don't do that. You usually see people out there cutting. They missing tackles because they want to cut and people jumping over their head, but y'all come down and y'all smacking stuff, so that turned me up like crazy, man.
And that's a want to though. You gotta want to come hit. You feel me? You gotta want to come put your pass on somebody.
You gotta make your mind up. When you see a grown man running at you, two people gotta make their mind up. The person running it and the person who tackling. That's why I tell the offense, I'm like, bro, if you really just tote the rock, a lot of them boys out there when you get to that second level don't even want to tackle.
They don't even want that spot. They just want to cover.
Yeah,
cover.
They just cover. You know what I'm saying? They just want to cover corners. You know what I'm saying? You got the cover boys. But when you got a team full of Ed Reeds out there trying to take your head off and trying to catch a pick or make a play, like
and scope.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's why, like when you said about like nerves, like for me it used to be like when I was a little kid, I would always get like humongous butterflies, like to where almost I couldn't even focus. But now it's like, when I feel like that, I either just try to embrace it or I just go with it. And when I go with it, that's when you normally see me like throwing up or something, because like I'm just accepting however my body feels. And sometimes it's that.
Why you did
That's been tripping me out every time.
No, because that's what I'm saying. I tell people when I get too hyped, like when I get too up, like it's either I can shut it down.
Yeah.
And that's like whenever I'm not playing football, like if my stomach upset about something or I'm eager about going to do a speech, I can like suppress it compared to when I'm in about to play a game. Like, what am I holding these things? Like, let it all out, because once it leaves, now I can just play, because now I'm not trying to manage the feeling and the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I let whatever it is out of me, and that usually me throwing up kind of clears me. Like, okay, well, whatever was uncomfortable in there, I just let it go. So now my mind is.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I used to not get it. Like, why do people throw up? Like, what is the purpose of that? You scared? I'm like, no, it's they in overdrive. Like, it's a different, like, that's a monster about to come out of that boy.
Well, I guess I don't be in overdrive then, because I ain't got to that point.
As a man,
and it took me time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it got to a point where it's like the game became everything. Like, you know, like when you're a kid, you playing football just to like go out there and, I'm about to score touchdowns. I'm about to, and then it come a point where this is life. Like,
it's money, man.
Really, this is really how I get it. So if I don't bring it out myself, you know what I'm saying? I can't expect you or him to have to necessarily make a play to get me on 10. That's why I play how I play, because I literally bring my own energy to the party, and I don't mind servicing other people with my energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I got enough power packed inside of me that I can give you some.
Yeah.
And if that's how you get going, I'm cool with that, because as a team, it takes different people as a collective group to be successful. So I can't expect you to be like me. I don't look at you and say, oh, why Avery can't be? He might need me every game to go put my head on something, and then now for the next 40 plays, he is on 10. So as me, I'm coming in the game like first play, to go crack some shit so I can get him hyped as quick as possible. Not, but damn, I was waiting on P. He usually get in the first 5 plays, and now I done came lacking. And hey, if that's how we work, that's how we work. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. If he need me to go out here and really get in somebody's face pregame and to get him like before the game, then I'm gonna walk up in front of somebody's face and probably try to square off every time just to be like, hey, y'all don't realize, but I'm trying to get my other dog crazy because I'm already ready to go. But
he ain't never gotta get me ready though.
But I'm just saying, whatever it takes for everybody to be on the same tight time. I think that's where my biggest leadership role comes in. It's like I understand people.
Nah, I feel you.
So it's like I talk crazy, but I don't talk crazy to everybody because everybody can't take that.
You can't handle that.
As a man.
It's certain people on our team I know how to speak to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Understand that. One of my coaches told me that when I was in college, man. I really didn't understand that until I got older. Until you like become a dad, and I know all three of us are dads, you don't understand that everybody needs a different tempo, you feel me? In order, like, especially how do you guys translate off the field when you like going in your home life? Like think about it, we're around a lot of men all day, a lot of testosterone. The way we speak here, it's hard to flip that switch when we go home. You feel me? We see somebody cry, we're like, man, shut up. Like we want to be that aggressive guy. How do y'all turn that off or like dial it down when y'all around? I want to say regular people.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I just go home and just live my normal life. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't just go home and be flashing out like I flash out on the field.
Are you still the same person, or is it like a totally different money?
Nah, I'm a totally different person though.
I got you. I got
you. You'll catch me at my most vulnerable state.
Really? How long does that take? Because I know guys, because think about it, man. We literally go through war almost every day. And when guys come back from a war, they still got that PTSD. I say our PTSD is our body is still sore and our mind's still in that mindset of I want to kill something every week. You feel me? How do you turn that off or turn that down?
I mean, I don't think it's more, like with me, I guess it's, I don't never turn it off because I continue to work out. Like I stay working out, like on the field, off the field, in the weight room. Like that's just what keep me calm. First of all, you know what I'm saying. Keep me in my the place that I want to be. You know what I'm saying, in the mental space. You feel me? So it's not like I'm always all the way separated from football. You know what I'm saying. My everybody in my family respect that, and they understand that. They know my grind and like my hustle, so they know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for them. So I mean, and plus I bring my little girl with me too, you know what I'm saying, let her see that, you know what I'm saying, just so she can, I mean, I want her to be an athlete, but if she don't want to be an athlete, she can be whatever she want to be, the lawyer, the doctor, whatever she want to be, but I just want to, you know what I'm saying, put it in her face a little bit. So.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That mentality is strong, and I always tell people, I tell owners of companies, I tell people that own companies, I tell people that work for companies, I say, listen, if you want somebody that's going to grind and somebody that's going to take your thing to the next level, take your company to the next level, hire an athlete. Our mentalities are different. We're not going to break under pressure, even when we're in hectic situations. Because think about it, every play is what, 3 to 6 seconds?
Right.
We got to adjust quick. We got to adjust the formations. We got to adjust the form
and everything
to
on the
personnel,
fly.
And everything is on the fly. So think about it, you got somebody like that sitting at a desk and something hectic happened. Oh, we just lost $5,000. Don't worry about it. We'll have it back in 2 minutes. I got this. It usually take me 6 seconds to make a $10,000 decision or a $20,000 decision.
All right.
But I'm going to make this $5,000 decision in 2 minutes and call it a day. Now we're going to be great. Now, how about you? How do you adjust to your regular life? Are you still pat that the fans know? Or are you like, because you got a little girl now. You know how it is with boys, you can be yourself, but you got a little girl, you got to take it back.
Pat be chill, man. I can't even go see my dog at the crib, man. I don't never want to get out the house.
That's the thing with me, though, is like, I'm an energetic guy.
Yeah.
So, like, when it comes to the kids, it's easy for me to get up and, like, do stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? It's not, like, I'm more happy, you know what I'm saying, then than I am now, essentially. Like, I love playing football, but I love my family. So it's like, this drives me to like come home and have something to say this is why I left. You know what I'm saying? That's why making the playoffs is so important for me, because that's the first step to bringing back the big prize. And that's what I essentially want to bring back every year. I mean, that's the goal, is to come back and say, hey, I left, I battled, and I won the war. You know what I'm saying? And I've done that once before, been twice, but it's like when you actually do that, it's like everybody got a different look at you. Like you didn't just go to the CFL to play football. It was like you went and won the Grey Cup, essentially the Super Bowl of your league. And it's like you start getting more respect. And that's just the thing for me, is like, I don't want to be the football player to my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be me, myself, that, you know what I'm saying, I was growing up all the way to this point, but sometimes
and what is that? My bad for cutting you off. What is that? What is yourself? What do you mean by that?
I mean, for me, I think I'm like a genuine, caring, blunt human. Like, I'm gonna tell you like it is, but it comes from a caring place. I'm not telling you to tell you about yourself. I'm just trying to tell you so you can help yourself.
Gotcha.
Now, how you take it, sometimes what I say is not always how you want to hear it, but at the end of the day, if you want to get through something, you got to go through something. So.
No, I feel you, man. Sure. With me, it's really, really hard to turn it off and turn it down, because I'm always put in a position of leadership, and it's annoying, man, especially when you get around regular people and they start to complain about stuff like waking up early. I imagine when y'all got out of college and you ran into that dude or that girl at your first job you ever had. Oh, and they said, "Oh man, I had to get up at 7 a.m. this morning." How bad was that experience? Like it's crazy.
I
man.
mean, for me, 2020 showed me that I can actually deal with that type of energy because I was working at FedEx, Urban Hub 752. Shout out to my boys, Augustine. But yeah, no, I got in there and at first, you know, I was like a rookie. You're a package handler, you're doing work, but you're hearing little sidebar conversations of people complaining about having to scan the box or being on time at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm like, man, my work starts at 5, 6 in the morning, like on a regular. So y'all got all day and you still can't make it on time. But I also, as I kept going, I learned that it wasn't just them not wanting to be there or not making it on time. It's like you got to drive. You got to give people a drive sometimes. That's why I said everybody's not going to be timely like you or work hard like you. So you can't give up on them necessarily because they might have another gift. So that was kind of like my thing with working at FedEx was I learned how to deal with lazy people, hardworking people, people who work hard but don't think. I got people who overthink. You know what I'm saying? So it was about putting people in position. And that's kind of like football. DC, he got to put linebacker in a linebacker position. If you put a linebacker at the D line, he might get pushed back. You put a linebacker at safety, he might get. But if you put him at linebacker, he gonna be an all-star. So it's all about knowing your people. And sometimes you put people in the wrong position, and then as a leader, you got to step back and say, hey, I put you in a bad situation, not you did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you take accountability for your people, it makes them go harder for you, just like Coach Dice. You know what I'm saying? If something goes wrong, he's going to say, hey, I, not y'all. So then whenever in turn he say y'all go out there and smack something, it's easy for you to do it because you know that he got your back. So, you know, that was just a learning experience for me was that, like you said, regular people, they see they see normal task as hard, and we see hard task as easy. So it's like a big contrast in how we see things compared to how they, because in football, you've been trained to do things accordingly. So that's normally how corporate offices want things run. And that's what we play in a corporate type setting. Like you have to be a pro, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing at a job. You just got to be a pro at whatever you're doing. And sometimes people weren't raised that way. They were given everything. Their parents didn't discipline them. We've been through discipline from people other than our parents. Some people can't even take somebody above them telling them what to do. So it's just a different mindset. We're able to accept coaching, accept people telling us about our flaws, and a lot of times other people don't like to be told bad things about themselves. But you're used to that, so it doesn't look like somebody's doing that to you, but to the naked eye or regular person, it's like somebody's talking bad about you by telling you messed up on 5 plays. But put that into work, they messed up on 5 big things. They lost $25,000, and you're going off, and they're like, well, you should have had somebody else doing it instead of just taking accountability and saying, hey, I missed this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different outlook, and that's probably why you get upset. It's because you're trained to do the right thing. And it's not wrong that you see it that way, but you got to see that other people won't always be at your level.
I got you. How about you, Money? How you deal with the NARPs or the normal, what do you call it? The normal regular people? Yeah, how you deal with the NARPs?
And I just, you know.
Stay away.
Me, I'm to myself, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really, first of all, I mean, if I'm being truthful, I ain't never really had no job, if I'm being honest. It was just like, I had I guess I had this little thing I had to do for my coaches. They made us get up at 6, and me and like Xavier, they made us go to like this little golf course, and we had to do like maintenance on the golf course. You know? I mean, we got paid for it. I guess you would call it a job, but honestly, bro, if I'm being real, I only worked there for like 2 weeks, and I was like, I can't do this.
That's right. All right. Did you encounter anybody or anything that made you feel
like it was just riding around picking up weeds off the golf course, and you know what I'm saying, coloring the green and all that stuff like that, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Digging bunkers, like we done did it all, you feel me? But it was like, to other people, it was just like, it was taxing, you know what I'm saying? Like it was too much energy, or all my head in the sun and it's tired, man. when I say that, it was fun. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it was
good
just
time.
fun to be out there just doing that, doing something other than football, you know what I'm saying, experiencing it. So, I mean, I guess it was cool, you feel me? But
I feel
just
you.
as far as, like, dealing with other people and complaints and stuff like that, like, I don't even get into it. I don't pay them no mind because at the end of the day, I mean, it's just my mentality different. I'm going to get up and do whatever I got to do to just
Yeah,
survive, you know what I'm saying? So it's just,
as a man.
I just don't even bother myself with it. I
feel
let it
you.
go in one ear and out the other for real.
feel
But I
you,
mean,
man.
I try to give my best advice to anybody that need help. You know what I'm saying? That's willing to listen. Like, you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's the major problem I find, that people do not want to listen, dude. It's like basic stuff. It's like, all right, if you want to get up early, set your alarm.
My alarm don't wake me
my
up.
alarm. Yeah.
It's
I
people
don't like
who
the
find
noise.
more problems than I'm a
it
solutioner.
makes excuses.
Yeah.
You know
I'm a
what I'm
person.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? They want a rest haven. Like
Yeah.
they want somebody to walk them all the way. And I'm like, man, you never gonna get nowhere if I gotta
Somebody
carry
gotta
you.
hold their hand the whole
You know what I'm
way.
saying?
But nah, man, I mean, you can't. Those type of people, you just gotta let them be them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to elevate. You feel me?
man.
They got a problem for every solution. That's type of people I talk to them, but after so many times of saying stuff, and then I keep giving you outs to what you keep, and then you just keep making more. It's like you just want to be down, you want to be depressed because
Right.
you can choose to wake up and be happy
I mean, but
regardless
it's
of your
just,
situation.
some people get attention from it, though. You know what I'm saying? They get the attention.
Social media has fooled
I mean, not
everybody.
even social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, Muhammad Ali said one of the best quotes in the world. People were asking him about why he joined the Nation of Islam, and they said, do you hate white people? He was like, no, I don't hate white people. But think about it like this. If there's 1,000 snakes over there, and there's only one good snake, you think I'm going to leave this door open just so that one good snake can get in, and 1,000 will come over and bite me? It's always that risk with things, man. Yeah, there's always that risk.
yeah.
Any
But
other
no.
topics? I'm out of gas.
What's your training regimen when you at the crib?
Me, man, so you know I got to be on daddy duties because I don't get to see him that often, man. So me, I'm up early. I probably go to the gym 6 a.m. So from like 6 to 8, get me a nice little lift in, sauna, little pool work, hot tub, and then I'll go to the field. They always want you to get a permit when you at this field that's near my house. You know, they try to act like they high class, right? So I just hop the gate. And the dude that does the maintenance, he always sees me and just waves to me. He's like, man, stop hopping the gate. You're going to break the gate. He's like, just here's my number. Call me and I'll unlock it for you. I'm like, dude, I got to hurry up and get home so I get back to my son. And I do a little training there. And then I meet with my trainer like Tuesdays and Thursdays for some field work and call it a day. Yeah. How about you? What you on?
Man, say Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Yeah, I'm going to Moneyball camp this year. You know what I'm
yeah?
saying? Yeah, because you know he more in the field than me. I'm in the weight room,
That's a
building
man.
up my armor so when I get here I can try to maintain throughout the season. But
Do y'all lift like y'all did in college?
Yeah,
I
in
do.
the off season,
I mean, the off season. That's when.
don't.
That's whenever I put in the most.
Yeah.
Like I was sending, you know what I'm saying, a couple boys videos of that big squat day. Like,
Oh, yeah? What's the highest you squat since you've been out of college?
Ooh, this off season, I squatted like 485 for 5.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
485 for 5.
My last big squat was 500-something pounds in college, and I've never squat that much ever again. I'm telling you, man, when I was in college, I used to lift like a freaking, like when I say y'all, I don't even look like the same person. Y'all wouldn't even recognize me if I came through that door, man. No
definitely.
body fat, big neck. I was
yeah.
just tripping, dude. But I used to get hurt so much. Like, you ain't got no body fat, so you know what I'm saying? Every
Right,
time
so
somebody
every
hit you,
hit is
you
muscle.
hurt, you feel me?
Right.
So I put on that weight, and it just, I had to stop it. And then after college, I was like, all right, I'm just going to do maintenance work. I'm not going to do all that strong lifting. How about you, Money? What's the highest squat?
65 for 3 reps.
And that's recent?
That's recent.
Oh, y'all boys
But
got
yeah,
it.
no, see, but that's my thing. It's like I'm going to my high school sometimes, and I'm trying to motivate them. Like, don't look at me like I'm just this size. Like when we get in the weight room, I'll show y'all. Cause like a lot of times guys just look at athletic ability, and I'm like, that's great, but you got to be available.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times, like you said, when you not built, and people who are coming down here hitting you, it's gonna take a toll on your body. So you gotta be able to have a little extra layer once you leave high school. So I try to prepare them now, like, hey, go ahead and start getting used to working out and lifting. Don't go to college and get this shock of coach got you up at 5 o'clock, now you got to run and then go lift, and then kind of go ahead and get your own regimen now so that when you get there, it's not that big a deal if that's what you're trying to do. Now, if you're not really trying to go nowhere, then just go out there and be on varsity and play and then call it a day and go work. But if you really want to be something, you can't just do the minimum.
Hey, staying on that topic, what's the best advice you can give somebody that's coming out of high school, going into their first year of college? That's non-football related. Be like, stay away from the girls, stay away from the booze, whatever.
You can't ask Pelé that. Because I'm going to tell you,
No, say the truth.
No, I mean,
the truth, man.
The thing about it is college is going to be a one-on-one for you. So whatever you want to do, make sure that you do it. Like, don't be persuaded by nobody. Don't let anybody tell you this is what you should do. But if you feel good about what you want to do, do it, because at the end of the day, it's going to lead you where you need to be. And I mean, that's, of course, you know what I'm saying, like, having fun but making smart decisions. But I'm saying, like, if you want to go out and have a good time, don't stay inside thinking that this one night is going to ruin your opportunity to be whatever you want to be. Because at the end of the day, when you look back at those memories, that's something that you can't get back. And, I mean, you can't be out every night. But at the same time, you got to have a happy medium. Because, I mean, I've seen guys who missed their whole college and then hurt themselves and then never play football. And it's like you didn't enjoy nothing. You just was a meathead working out. And it's like, for me, I got a lot of relationships that I built through college that, I mean, if I would have been just, the only way to get to my goal is to just football, workout, books, like, you're gonna get dried out, run down. It's like you gotta, at that age, you gotta give yourself just a little bit of leeway. Because, I mean, it's not even football play. Like, I've seen regular students, like, what do you do? You just study? Like, not that it's bad, but it's like you gotta give yourself some downtime from, but it's like, I wasn't paying for school, so maybe I didn't see it that way. Like, that,
I understand that,
at the end of the day, it was 50-something thousand a year, so maybe they didn't have time to go out on a Saturday. But for me, it was like, I've caught up on my syllabus.
Yeah.
I'm at practice every day on time. I'm one of the strongest, fastest guys. Like, can I not take just, you know what I'm saying, just one step out and go have a good time? Like,
no, I definitely understand that.
Some guys get lost in the sauce. And I seen a lot of boys get lost in the sauce.
That's a big one, man. You gotta repeat that for the camera.
Boys, like, hey, when you go to college, don't get lost in the sauce, because you know what I'm saying. Like you said, it's girls, it's drugs,
I was about to say,
it's temptations all over the place.
It's the stuff you're gonna experience in college.
So that's why I say, like, you want to experience it, but you want to. I mean, that's a part of, like, why I am the right thing. Why I'm the parent I am.
What is the right thing?
The right thing. The right thing is what you know to do. Like,
man, listen,
come on.
Go to class.
Lessons from money.
Find you some good friends that's gonna make you do the right things. Some fun too. You know, gotta spring a little fun in there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
like, man, boys is out here trying to act like you just supposed to go.
You gotta be serious about your work. That's one thing I wish I would have did in college.
Hold on though. I would say this would be my thing: is to hit college your freshman year. That needs to be your most focused year, because that's what really sets you up for. It's like the fun that you can't take off on the it's like the fun that you can have if you do your grades and do that first year right and kind of get it's kind of like your rookie year, you're learning things. You don't want to walk in here and just go to the bar.
But
you want to walk in here and be on time.
When you move into a new apartment, you need to use as much water as you can and as much electricity as you can so you can see how that bill get.
No, you want to come in and you want to do what you would normally do, and then as it goes, say, okay, I need to taper back, or I got it's 200. I can go to 400 if I wanted to. So
I got this teammate. His name was Will Hayes, and this dude used to literally go to the bar every night and be at the bar from 6 to the time he got out of class to the time he was supposed to go to sleep, and then he'll come to practice. But when he came to practice, he killed it. He was faster than everybody. He was stronger than everybody. This dude he didn't look like it. He'll do his little routine. He'll come on the field, throw up, and then go kill practice, go to school, go to the bar again. and he'll just do the whole thing all week. And then there was dudes that try to keep up with him.
And
I'm like, bro, you can't, bro. You gotta know your levels.
But
I always tell people, you can do whatever you want, just don't let it affect your work life.
No, my coach used to say that.
Yeah.
He'd say, if you're gonna be a drinker, be a badass drinker. That means that if you're gonna drink, don't let that be the excuse on why you can't execute.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you want to do, whatever that is you want to do, make sure that it doesn't overlap you getting your job
can't
done.
affect that work life.
As
man.
long as it don't do that, as long as you can get everything done that you know that you need to, not, I'll get this tomorrow. Like, no, if you can't get it, then you need to sacrifice something in order to get. But once you get all of this knocked out, if you still got a little wiggle room, I'm taking it.
young Money, what would you tell Young Money? Coming into college, first year, Young Money.
Oh, man, Young Money. We gotta tell him to chill out.
Did Young Money go crazy?
I tell him to chill out. He was a wild boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Got me scratching my head. I'm talking about Young P.
I mean, like I said, bro, me in college, I wish I would have told myself to work on my schoolwork a little bit more than what I was doing, instead of doing what I had to do just to get by. You know what I'm saying? Like I did literally the bare minimum. Like whatever I had to, like copy and paste. Yeah, I did it all. Plagiarism, I got by with it. Don't do it though.
Shout out to Baylor, because their plan is that you gotta go to class. So at least if you're gonna be in there, you're gonna have to do something. Because if I would have went to a public school where I didn't have to go to class in order to pass.
See, we had to sit in the front row, and we had to have a water jug with us so we can hydrate. And then we didn't have our water jug, the teacher would snitch on us. And we have awareness training. Did y'all have awareness training? Y'all wake up at like 5 a.m. and do like a Jacob's ladder, or you got push plates on the field.
Oh yeah.
They killed us. They killed us, man.
And that was like rodeos, if anything.
The Gogi.
It's
called the Gogi.
Workout. You get up at 6 every day.
You on the field.
No, but you by yourself.
You on the field.
It's like a punishment.
That's why I am how I am.
Oh, it's punishment.
It's punishment. Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Kaz.
Yeah.
I mean, we did up, down, bear crawl, play pushes, pencil roll.
No, this is like, you got to do like 2,600 meters on a Jacob's ladder. Like, you got
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
It was punishment to where we had to put somebody on the back and run 300 yards.
We ain't talking about punishment. Punishment was a 100-pound plate, and when Drake dropped that, if you reading this, it's too late, it was on the plate. So you pushing the plate, read that the whole time. But craziest workout like we ever had, it was like you had to climb up a rope. But it was tied to like where the cameraman be at. So it's about 30 feet above. But everybody got to get on that thing and try to climb. And then only people who didn't was the O-lineman. They put like 100-pound weight at the bottom. They had to go up to the top and pull it up. So anybody that was a linebacker and down had to climb up it. Well, we had a running back climb to the top.
No,
look down.
No, he didn't. He let go for real?
Yeah, but look, so Coach, you know how they got like little
thick mats.
Yeah, but you know he fell into it.
Was he playing or he was just?
No, he was serious. Like he got up there, you know, because your adrenaline saying, Coach said get up there. So he crawled up there. And he realized he don't like heights. It's just like his body just damn.
I would have got them for everything.
No, he wasn't hurt. It was just like a crazy, like we just seemed like,
Who fault is it really?
No,
because I'm saying everybody else up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it would have been Avery University instead of Baylor University. Shit, man.
No, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would, at the end of the day, I would just say make smart decisions and enjoy college. Don't look at it for more than what it is. It's your first time on your own, so don't go buck wild. But once you get a rhythm and you got to understand for what works for you, then
there you go.
You know?
And listen to your advisors. Your advisors are going to be your best friend because they setting your schedule
shout
for you, man.
Shout out to Tebow for them advisor meetings, boy.
Shout out to Justin Miller.
I'm shouting out everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Justin Miller. My man Justin Miller, bro. I got one of the best advisors, and he still keep up with me to this day.
Tebow.
One of my heroes is Alan Page. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know him. He played DN for the Vikings, and while he was doing his football career, he got MVP and all that, but he was in law school. So then he got his law degree, and then he became a judge after football. Well, I started reading this book, All Rise, and I put it on Instagram, and the head of our academic department He was like, man, what do you know about Alan Page? I said, I just been reading this book. I've been following him. This dude, he's like, I got something for you in the mail coming. He sent me this letter, and it's a story about his dad meeting Alan Page. And his dad didn't used to ask anybody for an autograph, but he already had Alan Page rookie card. And he asked him for it, and he signed it for him. And he was like, man, I never saw the value in this card until I met you. And I found out that this was one of your heroes, one of your idols. So my dad passed this on to me, and now I'm going to pass it on to you. And that's somebody from school, you feel me? Like, it's crazy. So when I say the people you meet in college and the people that you meet in your life, don't take anybody for granted and just always listen, man. It's crazy.
One more thing about college. Everybody will not be your friend. You will probably encounter like 2 or 3 people that you're going to really, really lock in with.
Until you on that billboard in them commercials. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to have a bunch of friends if you're doing your thing, but you got to really, really, like, know who's in your corner.
You got to weed them out.
You got to, because that's the biggest thing. Is they eat you out of house and home and then leave you with nothing.
You got to know the difference between friends and fans.
You feel me?
Trust me, they will Google you, and they know about you, and they will ask about you.
He said, know the difference between friends and fans. That's that's a big thing. Like
when they hit you with that, oh yeah, you know I like such and such seafood. You be like this. Oh,
save your money. When you get your money, don't spend it.
Save it.
Like don't go buy you no chain, don't go buy you no watch, don't go buy you no shoes. Take all that free stuff they give you and wear it out.
Yeah, you don't gotta pay for nothing. You don't gotta pay for no parties. You ain't gotta pay for no whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pay nothing.
Don't pay for food.
And now that they got the NIL deals, y'all better not be paying for nothing.
How much money you think you spent on food in college? And you got a free meal plan?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Domino's ate me out of house and home.
Man, look, bro, Texas Roadhouse was down the street.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to tear them up. Texas Roadhouse, you know that ain't cheap.
But y'all campus, bro, because you know, when Coach Rule went down there, I went down there. Y'all boys got the Chick-fil-A, the In-N-Out burger.
Oh, yeah, we got everything right there.
On campus.
Everything
And you
right
walked
there.
out, bro, I got so fat, bro. I was like, dang, man. And then y'all got Whataburger down there. Texas is you gonna get fat in Texas. Y'all got
That's
them.
that good down south.
Yeah, man.
It's ways around it. It's either you gonna get fat or you gonna eat it and do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cause I know I dibble and dabble in every bit of Raising Cane.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I got a fat mind. Me. I feel like I should be 307 pounds.
Don't say that, bro, because I said that. Now look at me now. I'm
230. No.
I used to be 190, bro.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I sweat in the cold, though, so.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you sweat. Bro, you sweat.
I ain't got no problem, you know what I'm saying? My adrenaline, my body.
And start sweating.
Really? You one of them?
What?
That's why I used to couldn't go to parties, bro. Every time I go to a party, you know, I was big, man. Why you always taking your shirt off? Man?
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm like, bro, I sweat, bro.
That's why, man, I walk anywhere I go in. There's too many people. I'm like, come on, shirt. And people think it's, because he work out. No, it's because I'm hot and my back about to drench this shirt. And I really like this shirt. So I'm going to throw it up. I'm going to throw it on my shoulder and put it in the bag. Like, I ain't showing off nothing. I'm just trying to keep my shirt clean.
That's what, man.
Well, yeah, man. Let's get one more good one in.
What y'all got? It's on y'all, man.
What's a good ending?
How y'all felt about the season? It ain't over with, but how it's going now?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been pissed off all year because it's like
he said, I ain't gonna lie.
I see how much talent we have, and you always see those little spurts during practice, or you see them during a game, and I see how competitive we are, but it's just not showing on the field, and it's not showing with the score, and it's weird, man, because we got some dudes on this team, like we got some ballers on this team. But you only see it, you know what I'm saying, when we win. Yeah. You only see it when we win. Like our competitive periods, I haven't been on a team this competitive in a while since college, you feel me? Like even the team that we went to the Grey Cup with in 2018 wasn't like this, bro. And that's the only thing that's been really pissing me off this year.
Yeah, you know we did to that.
Yeah, get out of here. Don't act like y'all smacked us, bro.
We're not talking about the past.
Don't act like y'all smacked us, bro.
Yeah.
That's my one touchdown.
I just say, we got what?
Don't act like y'all beat us that bad, bro.
With that logo on your forehead.
No, I'm already blacked out. Check me out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, I hate losing, and I think that's not a secret. But this year really, like I said, gave me a new, outlook. Because it's like, it's not that we suck or we're sorry or anything. It's just that we're not getting the results. So when I look at y'all, like you said, it's like, these boys don't suck. Like, I can't walk in the locker room and just be like, Avery, you suck, Money, you suck. It's like, damn, them boys live, but we just not collectively playing together. And it's not just the defense, or it's not just offense, or it's not just special teams. Everybody has to be on the same page on the same day. You know, offense can score, defense can get stops, and then special teams give up 2 block punts, and it changed the whole trajectory of the game. Vice versa. Special teams blocks a punt, offense scores, and then we give up 40. It's like, if we're not all on the same page, on the same cylinder, then it just looks like we stink. And it's like I said, when I come in the locker room and look at everybody, I'm like, man, it's a guy in every position that I can respect. So when I look at it like that, it's like, I can't come in here and say stuff under my breath or say stuff out loud and talk bad about people, because it's like, I don't see bad in here. I just see that we just need a little more direction. And I mean, I feel like we might have got the spark that we needed. And I mean, and that's why I try to tell people every season is its own season, because the team's not going to be the same next year, regardless of if we signed as many people as we could back. Some people are going to retire. Some people are going to go. Some people are going to want money. People out there rookie deals. So it's like, you have to take this season for what it is and really just enjoy that. And I tell people all the time, like, winning the Grey Cup, the biggest thing I seen from that year was, it wasn't winning the Grey Cup. It was the moments that led us to it. You know what I'm saying? It was something like this, like the grinding that we look back and we're like, man, we was 0-7. We finally got a win, and then things start changing. It's like, those are the moments that you really remember once you get to that point. So, I mean, that's why I learned to, I guess, embrace and enjoy the process, not the losing or the winning, just the process as a whole, because all you want is the result. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how it look. If we get in that thing, we in that thing. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if we come in that thing with 7 wins or we come in that thing with 15. You in there, you in the dance, you in the dance. You can get you a little, you know what I'm saying? You can get you something. So, I mean, that's kind of just my outlook on the season. Is just I've had to learn to really take what I say and enjoy the process, and not look at it like, man, we're losing every week or we're not getting the job done. It's just like, man, if we ever start clicking, it's over with. And you know, and it's just like, every game was right there, and right there over and over and over and over amounts to nothing. You know? Like, right there, first 3 games we could be 3-0, but we not. So we can't sit here and dwell on, and that's why I kept feeling like we kept going back to what we did. It's like, no, it's what we're gonna do. At the end of the day, it don't matter what we've done, it's about what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once that becomes the mentality top down, that's whenever, you know, you're gonna get the most out your players, because like, you're gonna take on the role of who your boss is, or whatever corporation you're in. You're gonna take the role of whatever that Chick-fil-A. All them people got great people skills. Why? Because that's what top down. That's what he asked. McDonald's don't require that, so you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You feel me? But it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about everybody being on the same accord. And I feel like, I mean, Coach Dice definitely got away with words and away with people. So if he can get Avery to play 20% harder than he normally would, and that just keeps trickling down to more and more people playing 5% better, 2% better, 20% better, 10% better, you got a way better team with nothing being changed besides the way that we approach it.
But how about you, Money?
What was the question?
Question
I'm
was,
ahead, how you feel about this season?
how do you feel about this season?
I mean,
I'm about to say, you asked the question.
I know.
He's just playing. I always want to play, get hit, but
how I feel about the season, if I'm being honest, it was shitty, you know, from the get-go. Like, we didn't make the plays that we supposed to make. The people didn't step up who was supposed to step up, you know what I'm saying, until it was time, me, myself included. First game, I dropped the whole pick 6.
Yeah.
That right there could have won us the game. How much we lose about?
3
points.
2? Yeah,
17, 19?
Okay. I could have.
Yeah, you would have took 7 from him and then gave us 7, so it could have really been ugly. And then now we're playing with confidence.
So that happened right there, you know, and then other stuff. But
and then the next game, I gave up a double move.
you know
You know what I'm saying? We lose 19-12, something like that.
And then what happened after that? BC come
BC
around.
game.
I end up not setting the edge on something simple.
We lose,
Yeah, then you made up for it.
but we lose 30-33.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. But it's that accountability that you need from everybody. Like a lot of times people get upset whenever you say something to them.
Yeah.
But it's like we know them plays, and that was week 1, 2, and 3. Like, and people want to bypass a play that just happened on the field in that moment. I'm like, we're not skipping by that. Like, and if you want to skip by it, then you're not holding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if I make a tackle, or you like Pat. You know what I'm saying? Clear. You always make tackles, right? But at the end of the day, I still gotta address it so I don't just get used to missing tackles and it being an okay thing. So it's like you still want to hold yourself accountable, but we don't want to let it linger. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, yeah, good.
But it turned around though. You know, now
Thank God
it turned around.
Thank
And I
God.
say that just because everything that just happened, you feel me, with the front office and the coaching change and everything. I mean, I just feel like throughout the season, everybody was kind of rallying behind Coach Dice already. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we being honest, like how, you know.
I mean, he was definitely giving the
understand.
motivational.
Yeah.
Like when we coming in down, he was the one trying to pick us up with like just his speech. That's why I say he got a way with words and a way to, you know what I'm saying, like relate to us or relate to situations. Like life ain't gonna always go the way we want it to. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that a lot just because of my life in general. But things don't always go your way. So the people who respond a certain way, you know, I look at them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? The people who respond another way, I look at them a certain way, because when you face adversity, that's your true person. And that's what I truly believe. Like, we could be 14, 15 and 0, and everybody around here walking around with their chest out, blah, 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 blah. But who gonna be them same leaders whenever we getting trashed on us at home games? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna stand up and say, hey, this still my team? You know what I'm saying? Like, not try to fall back into the bushes. Like, and that's just kind of what I look for, because I mean, adversity really shows character for me. And I mean, when I seen us getting beat down in Toronto, I seen a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that I was just like unfamiliar to me. Whenever, you know what I'm saying, even, like you said, as a man, I'm just not going for that.
As a man.
Like, I don't care how ugly it is. Like, I'm not finna let another man impose his will on me. That just ain't how I was built, how I'm raised, or nothing. Like,
I'm the imposer.
like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I'm always gonna set the temperature. You know what I'm saying? I might not talk as much when we down bad, but I'm still gonna be out there.
Never to know.
But
You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get a headache. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying. Even if I'm down bad, I'm still trying to get me before I leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's why I say it's a mentality. Like going back to the beginning of the conversation, it's all about how you want to be perceived. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people change their character all the time.
But think about it, we in a sport that is gonna show you. It's gonna
That's
show
what I'm
you what
saying,
you can't fake in a sport.
hide it.
Yeah, you can fake it any other sport, but football, let me redact that. Wrestling, you know about it.
Yeah,
you can wrestling and football. You can't fake that, boy. They
Because if somebody putting that pressure on you, you gonna fold. And that's why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people all the time, pressure busts pipes, not people. You know what I'm saying? But pressure do bust some people. You know what I'm saying? They not built like that. But that's why you talk that cash, and eventually somebody gonna run out of stuff to say. Or somebody gonna stop talking. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope more times than not that it's you to stop talking and not me, because the only way to shut me up is to beat me. That's the only way you're gonna shut me up, beat me. Show me why I shouldn't talk to you crazy, because other than that, I don't see it.
Well, that seemed like a good point to end on, man. How y'all feel? Y'all good?
That's great.
Well, that's been another episode of Behind the R. Thanks for having us.